Imagine this. It's a typical morning and the alarm goes off. As usual, you reach out to turn it off, but your hand just flops helplessly onto the bed like wet, cold spaghetti. You try to sit up, but your body folds in half. You try to scream in fear, but your jaw hangs limply down to your neck. Congratulations! You've just woken up and you have absolutely no bones. But is it really as much fun as it seems? Could you live even one day as a giant human jelly? Or would your life end before you could even crawl to the kitchen? Let's break down this crazy biological scenario together with our trusty test subject, Bob. Let's start with the obvious. Bones aren't just a scary Halloween decoration. It's the structural framework of your body. Without a skeleton made up of 206 bones, you'd instantly turn into a shapeless heap. Right now, Bob looks like a sad pancake that's spread out all over the bed on your screen. And the first problem Bob will face is trying to take the simplest breath. How do we breathe in real life? Your lungs are like soft balloons. They can't inflate themselves. When you inhale, your intercostal muscles expand your rigid rib cage, creating a low-pressure area inside, into which air is drawn. But Bob no longer has any ribs. His lungs are being squeezed by the heavy weight of his own relaxed muscles and skin. Without a rigid frame, the lungs would simply collapse and Bob would suffocate within the first couple of minutes. But let's make a special exception for Bob and imagine that we gave him a portable ventilator. He's breathing. What happens next? Next, Bob decides he absolutely has to have breakfast. But how do you move 70 kilograms of shapeless human goo from the bedroom to the kitchen? Do you think your muscles are strong enough to handle it on their own? Physics says, good luck? Muscles work on the principle of levers. To move a leg or an arm, a muscle must be firmly attached to two bones. Without bones, your muscles are just pieces of contracting flesh that will twitch erratically. The only way for Bob to crawl to the kitchen is to master the movement of an earthworm or a snail. Bob will have to alternately contract and relax different parts of his jelly-like body. It will take him about 2 hours of back-breaking work just to make his way to the refrigerator. And now Bob has reached his goal. His favorite apple is lying on the floor, but how can he eat it? Does Bob no longer have any teeth? His teeth are still there, but they're attached to his jawbones, which are gone. Without bones, Bob can't chew. His jaw is as soft as modeling clay in the sun. The only way for Bob to avoid starving to death is to sip liquid food through a straw. But even if Bob somehow manages to eat, he'll face a deadly threat from gravity. Your skull is a natural helmet for your brain. Without this sturdy bony shell, Bob's brain would be completely defenseless. Any fall, even the slightest will cause irreparable and, most likely, fatal damage to his brain. On top of that, all of our vital organs, the heart, liver, and kidneys are no longer protected by ribs. They will simply roll around inside Bob, driven by gravity, compressing his blood vessels. So, is life without bones really impossible? For humans, definitely not. We're too heavy to survive on land without a skeleton. But just look at octopuses or jellyfish. They live perfectly well without a single bone. The secret is that water supports their bodies, counteracting the force of gravity. If we put Jello Bob in the pool, he would feel much lighter. Your skeleton is a real, invisible superhero. So take care of your bones, drink milk for the calcium. And be glad that you woke up this morning as a normal person, not a shapeless blob of jello on a sheet. If you like Bob's crazy survival scenarios, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and leave a comment.